Hello everyone and welcome back to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last episode we did a lot of exploring around Beanbean Castle Town, we did little side quests and various things that were available to us. This episode we will be going on to chase down Cackletta and Fawful at Hooniversity. But before then what I was going to say is we actually have some stuff to do out on the field that we can do now that we've got Mouse and Mole. It's not a lot. Oh, there's a recording. Haven't figured out how to access the music player yet, but I also haven't hugely looked into it. Let's take up a Chuckle Bean from there. Then if we dunk Luigi here, we can separate him off. This will bounce him back, but we don't want to do that. We want to go straight up to the north for another little bit of Luigi mode. The greatest mode, some might say. If we head through here, then we get into a bit of a side-scrolling platformer. You've got those little padoobos, and if you hit them, you'll be sent back to the start of this little bit, but it's relatively straightforward. They all follow very predictable patterns. Oh! I was too ballsy that way. Oh, you don't go back to the beginning, you just go back to the beginning of the little segment you're at. There's a map on the bottom right as ever. I didn't even need to do that jumping over the top. That was completely superfluous. But, no, this one's going a bit wild. This is near the end, though. And, there we go. And there's a Monty Mole at the end. Congratulations! Excellent job making it this far. Let me commemorate the moment with this. Take it, please. And he gives us a golden mushroom, fully healed HP and BP. Very handy. It also... Oh, it's because it spits us out in a second level, but it's just this one again. Those two might be worth going up to, but I think I have to connect around the top to it, yeah. Beanbean Field is quite big, and I'm not going to do an excessive amount of exploration in it at the moment, just because there's a lot of stuff we can't do. But I do want to try and avoid the thing where it's like, hey, I didn't show you this until we were eligible to do it, and now we are, I'm going to immediately show it and do it, so... Oh, can he not get through that yet? Nope, that's a special hammer block that we can't yet break. But what I did want to show is if we go over here, well, there's a Chuckle Bean, that's not necessarily what I wanted to show, and there's that weird little bean statue up to the side. But here is... Am I losing my mind? I think I am losing my mind slightly. I'm being followed by a swarm. Oh, here we go. So if we dunk Luigi and send him under here, then he can, with a hammer, open that gate. So what we're about to see, you can obviously only do once you have done Chuckle Woods and therefore got access to Mouse and Mole, is another Chuckle Bean, but also another green warp pipe here. Wonderful. We'll walk to this one on the lower one, South Beanbean. There we go, now we've finally got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 13, was it, total? When you've got your iron, you will start seeing Chuckle Beans everywhere, and it's always worth just gathering Chuckle Beans, because a lot of the blends do use them, and it is worthwhile. What we want to do is basically head our way along the south here. As I say, Beanbean Field is basically a ring surrounding the castle town. And Woohoo University, if I bring up the map, you'll see. Woohoo University is there in the kind of lower right corner of it. So you can either go around the top or around the bottom. And, you know, we're here, so we'll go around the bottom. Down to the south here is Beanbean International Airport. No obvious route through to it, we'll get to that later. But I just want to point out, and a new enemy! So, this is a Parabeanie. It's very much like a beanie, except it flies. Am I getting critical just jumps on it? Why? I'm not complaining, but... There we go. Well, we'll never see what their attack pattern is. Get some woo beans from them, though. You are always more likely to get woo beans from bean-shaped enemies, or bean-fashion enemies. Going south there is another thing that we can't break. Let's hammer this swarm and have a little fight with him. Where's he gone? Oh, he's up there. Now here, there's also, well, there's Chuckle Beans everywhere. For those with the eyes to see. I'm concerned, I think that's actually a Jordan Peterson quote. There are cathedrals everywhere with those with the eyes to see. Ugh, troubling. Anyway, down south is Studio Power Hall, Fashion Genius. But there's one of these booze switches that we've seen in the past, and that's the only way to access the Studio Power Hall, Fashion Genius. If we hit this, oh dear. I accidentally hit Luigi instead of this. We open the gate. We couldn't have moled through because you can't tunnel off the edge of that and into wood. That makes little sense. With that, we can get into this area here, which is exactly where we are aiming for. It's quite a broad area and it's got a lot of stuff in it, but a lot of it we can't necessarily do much with now, other than, as seems to be the deal for this episode, gather some Chuckle Beans and a P badge. What do you know? If we go up to the north here, you know what, we're not going to do that yet. We'll deal with that when we're actually capable of dealing with that. No, for now we actually just want to proceed on with what we're supposed to be doing, which is here. These guards You can pass, or so I've been instructed to say. They'll be blocking your way to Hooniversity if you haven't got permission from the Queen to go, but we very much have. So we can now go into this area. If we look at the sign, it will indeed confirm. Woohoo, Hooniversity that way. Ah, and a troopee over here. Let's fight this. So these are troopees. They're only level 11, so we should be alright with them. But they can do some annoying shit. Observe. Oh, it's Luigi's turn next. Maybe they won't do any annoying shit. There we go. So we jump to attack against them. Ah, fuck. Or not, in that case. When you land on them, they start bouncing around this way. Were I to have landed on the shell there, we would have kicked it back and forth. We can do that for quite some time. These like Pikmin variants of Koopa Troopers. It's slightly strange because they got the bean stalk growing out of their head, which is the kind of the bean thing. Yeah, you can send them bouncing around when you land on them, but that didn't come up in the end there. It must be close to a level up, I feel like. But yes, they're a slightly higher level Beanbean field enemy that you will generally find kicking about. Oh, another sound recording. Man, that's going to be real exciting when I actually find the music player, but that's probably going to require some research between recording sessions. I thought it might have been in the guy that does Achievements house, but it doesn't seem to be.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, and indeed, level up for Luigi. Is that him ahead of Mario now? He really is taking this whole superior brother thing to heart. He only got 1 BP, so I'm going to give him bonus to that because I do drink quite a lot of BP. But with that, we've kind of done everything we can down here. Other than I think that might be... Nope, there's nothing there, just a troopee. So we'll go over here towards the Hooniversity. Hooniversity, that way. What's up here then? Super Syrup and a Millionaire. That Millionaire did not have a lot in it. But... either way, let's grab this, a super mushroom, a 1-up mushroom, and here is Woohoo Hooniversity. Let's heal up. Not going to save compulsively, because apparently you can just fucking do that anywhere now. Though I guess if you die, you still get restarted to your last save point, so should probably still somewhat compulsively save. And hey look, a new stamp. All very exciting. Keep spitting in my microphone, need to get my pop filter to replace. It's clearly not doing what it should be doing. Let's head in. Eek! Run! Ooh,
okay. Hammer, spin, jump.
Cackletta and her crew snuck into the Hooniversity. They transformed all of the Hooniversity's professors into monsters. Horrifying. Don't think about it too hard. But this is a new enemy. This is a laser sniffit. It will move near you, and then... oh, that moves slower than it did in the previous game. Yes, it'll do a little attack like that that you can dodge relatively straightforwardly. There's a tell for it, which I will show. Oh, lucky. Oh, and he's dead. Well, I don't need to show off the tell for them. Do that next time we're fighting some A. Oh, we got jumping boots. What the fuck does that mean? Sorry, that was unnecessarily aggressive. Are they a new item, then? Like one of these things? They are. Huh. What do you know? Jump normally even when affected by heavy G, light G, or when a bro is on your shoulders. I don't know what any of that means yet. But I'm not... oh. Flawless victory experience bonus. That's why Luigi's pulled ahead. Let's put the jumping boots. No, we'll just swap the bonus ring over, actually. We don't put the jumping boots on anyone yet. So clearly there's more GAD items in this game. But they're not on the visualizer because I didn't know about them. So this is Woohoo Hooniversity. It's a very cool looking thing, and it's got some really sinister music, which has remastered well, I'll be honest. Our main goal for now is to try and go through here. I say try for a reason. And there's that big X, and there is a giant sealed door. If I press this switch, spins that. Doesn't do a lot though, does it? Let's try that. That button will do the same. And a super mushroom there. So this is our goal, is to get through that door. I'm not going to give that door its name because that would give away what its deal is. But we will get there in time. There is a locked door to the bottom right there, which we can't really do. This seems like it's going to be a huge area, but it really is quite straightforward once you get a feel for it. I thought this block was going to do the same thing as the other one. It in fact opens up the way to go. The Hooniversity is a large area, but it is pretty linear. Because we're following something very specific, and what that is we'll get to in time. Let's see if we can show off another Spiky Sniffet. Not Spiky Sniffet, Laser Sniffet. So he's right next to Luigi. We don't jump. But the other one is further away from Luigi. So we do jump. And that is the tell for a Laser Sniffet. If they move right up close to the bro and get in your grill, then their shot is going to be at the height where if you jump into it. Whereas if they are further away, then it's going to be high and you do have to jump over it. A lot of enemies have that kind of broadly similar pattern, which is that further away attacks are ones you have to dodge, but if they dodge you actually from right up close, their default is going to be to miss you and you would dodge into it. But that cleans them up. I then won't show them now unless there are other things in combat. And there are quite a few unique enemies kicking around the Hooniversity. Let's hop up and grab ourselves a Choco Bean, of course. For experience reasons, I am going to broadly fight everyone, so... Ah, and a new enemy in this one, a Yo-Yo Bro. Green. Green. Oh, that was a fake out. You can see how he's going to work as an enemy. Oh, got my ass stuck on that one. And again, red there. And that was it, apparently. Oh, there's Mario's level up. Again, not a lot of BP, which I'm going to give him a boost to, because I love BP. And that was a good one. Excellent. Alright, there's another enemy here, so I'm going to fight him.
Let's go.
So down here, there is a locked door and a safe block. And let's move on. Can't get through the locked door. Ah, here's a new enemy. So this little freak.
Let's go.
How good is your knowledge of Dr. Mario? This is a virus. There's two viruses, and there's also an... There we go, let's hit him. And he changes to yellow. That's important. There's also an Ika there. We hit him twice, and he'll fuck off. The twice is important. Every time you hit a virus, they change colour. Hit blue virus, they'll turn yellow. Yellow, they'll turn red. And red, they'll turn blue, I think. So if we hit this guy a second time, then he turns red. And when they turn red, the matches die. That is exactly how you play Dr. Mario. You've got to match viruses of similar colours and make them die in that way. So with viruses, don't bother fighting them, but make sure you hit them in order to cycle them through their colours. Oh, the Ika is charging. And again, got to hit... Oh, I would have to hit twice, except he died. So that's an Ika. Eek Beaker, I think is the pun they are going for there. I didn't... That wasn't in the original. It did the Dr. Mario music there. Oh, that's very fun. Oh, he's attacking me in the jump fashion. Ow, fuck. So we've got a room to the left here that we actually can take. And this is an interesting one. This is the block research room. If we talk to this guy... Bros block moves in the direction where the character matching up the block colour hits it. This one is a prototype, so hitting it will not produce coins. But hey, it's to get used to like how these work. Obviously, we know how a Bros block works, but there's some different ones here. For example, this one here is a mouse block, because we can only get to it by getting Mario underneath it with mouse. Apparently not. This is also not where I thought it was. Oh no, it is. There was a larger room. I thought that was the case, but wasn't entirely sure. So there's another couple of blocks here, which is interesting. These ones are actually blocks from other Mario games, which is fun. If we talk to this guy, he'll say, blocks of nostalgia, blocks featured in past adventures. These blocks of nostalgia are merely prototypes, so striking them will not reap any coins. But yeah, this one here, a block from Super Mario 64. Smarty Pants scientists are currently studying the mysterious technology that caused it to vanish when struck. A block from Paper Mario. It appears to be made of a soft material, but it's actually quite sturdy. For professional use only. A block from Super Mario World. It's made of a special extra shiny material. It's proven to be quite shock resistant. And finally, a block from Super Mario Brothers. It's made from the secret materials in the Mushroom Kingdom. The metallic appearance is quite fashionable. And finally, over here, we have some new ones. Firstly, this one just works. We just get a recording out of that, which is cool. We've got two new blocks that we've not seen before. This is a rally block. Oh, dude, I didn't press B back. Oh my god, I suck. Hit this block in pairs to rally with it. And it was a prototype. So what does rally with it means? It means we hit it there. and it'll bounce between us. It slowly gets faster and faster. We get a coin for each one of these we were doing, but we're not going to do that. We'll see these throughout the game. See also over here, the random block. When the character's tracking the box color matches it, it produces coins, but it's random. So, Mario, Luigi, 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 Mario, Luigi. Each of these will produce coins. It's a weird little form of a boss block. But that's the block research laboratory. Let's head back to our actual route. That was just entirely a diversion. We actually want to go up this way to fight this virus. And I've taken a little bit of damage, so I'm going to heal up quickly. And let's kill this laser sniffer. And a level up for Mario. No, level up for Luigi. Even better. Ooh, once again, I think BP will be the one I will give the bonus to. Can't have too many BP. I know I don't really use them outside of bosses, but it's really annoying to run out of them in boss fights, so there we go. A lot of enemies here, aren't there? That's the Ika's other attack, by the way, that occasionally does, where you hit it, and then it does a series of those hits, which you just have to hit back as easily as I showed. And finally, this guy. God, there are tons of enemies here. Way more than I remember. Worth fighting them all because you don't want to risk being underleveled when it actually comes boss time. And generally, falling behind the level curve in this game makes it go very unenjoyable very fast. I don't think I ever showed Super Knockback Brothers, because we got that, I think, right at the end of the fight with Cackletta. Let's show it now. It's an interesting one. Look at the bottom. So it says, press B when Luigi swings his hammer. As I said, it become Mini Mario, and then we go B, A, then B, 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 B. Well, you'll see. We basically go B, A, B. A. No. Well, that killed him anyway. We'll show a better version of that later. Right, take two. B, A, B, A. There we go. And it'll just bounce between the pair of them forever. If I don't fuck up the action commands, which I did there, you'll just go B, A, B, A, B, A. And much like Super Chopper Brothers, it'll just keep doing it. Super Knockback Brothers is a lot of fun and absurdly powerful, so I will be using that quite a lot when it comes to boss fights. But other than that brief bit, mostly just to show it off, don't think I'll actually be using boss points a lot in fights, just because they tend to actually be slower than just doing normal jump and hammer attacks. And there's our level up for Mario. I knew that couldn't be that far behind. Again, no bonus to boss points. Well, we'll be seeing to that. I think it's probably time to move off boss points now. I think I've probably got enough for the upcoming fight, certainly. Let's head north. We are getting towards our goal, but we're still not quite there yet. We'll see what our goal is fairly soon. It's to do with these wee pedestals in front of us, though. So this one's pointing this way, so we're going to go over that way. Wow, once I fought the Spiny Sniffet, of course. I keep calling them Spiny Sniffets, laser Sniffets. There is an enemy later in the game called Spiny Sniffet, which is where I'm getting that from. I'm not just insane. So here up to the north, it says Generator Service Room or Sun Door this way. We can't go to the Generator Service Room, so let's head over to the Sun Door. Now, up here it will say once again, Sun Door Release Code, and make a note of that. Is that different to what it used to be? Ah, no. So the first is what it will be. You'll see this in a second, but I'm just going to explain it now. This is what it will look like. This is what you have to set it to look like. Red, red, blue, blue, red, blue, red, 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 blue, red, red. You got that? Cool. Because I have. Let's kill this guy. Oh, we got a new enemy here. So these weird little things are Mecha Bowsers. They pick a bro and then they come at the opposite bro. What a fucker. There we go. I'm going to try and take them out straight away. Is there electric attack preventing them from being jumped upon? No. These, of course, just function as normal. If I remember correctly, Mecha Koopas generally, yeah, they haven't got a huge amount of health. They just do a very annoying attack pattern. So yeah, one da-da-da, and then whoop. There you go. You basically just have to jump with both brothers when they make an attack. There's actually one more major enemy here we actually haven't seen yet, which is quite uncommon. No, not seeing it's uncommon, because normally it's one of those ones that's never on the... Like the Mecha Koopa and like the Yo-Yo Bro, it's not an enemy that's on the field, but it's one that comes up in these battles quite a lot, usually. Hasn't yet, though, so that's interesting. And we're nearly towards the end of... Ooh, School Emblem. We're normally nearly towards the end of this first... Well, we'll get there. We'll get there, don't worry. I'll clean up these sniffets off camera. And with that done, we can head through into the Sun Door. So this is the Sun Door. And do you remember that code we just saw? What we need to change it to is as follows. Red, red, blue, blue, then red, blue, red, 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 blue, red, red. And with that all done, they teleport away. It's weird. But the crucial thing is the sun door opens. And now you see probably how this is working out. We basically have to escort the light back. When it gets to a point like this where it can't continue, a door opens, and we can do something to flip that mirror. And that's our goal here. Let's kill all these viruses first. So this is a case where we actually have 3 viruses, and in this case we have to line up all 3 of their colours in order to kill any of them. It will only do that if you match all of the viruses on the screen. Still easier than fighting them all manually. Oh, I've got some badges to look at, actually. And a level up for Luigi! Let's give a bit of a boost to hit points. I think that's been lagging a little of late. And yeah, let's have a look at these badges before I take out the rest of the viruses. Steady badge. Increase your jump power in heavy gravity. We'll hopefully see that soon. School emblem. Make counterattacks restore BP. Gives me a boost of power but takes BP down, so I don't think either of those are quite worth it yet. Let's kill these other 2 viruses. Oh, Luigi's been poisoned! We'll now see what that does as a status condition. We haven't seen any status conditions yet, so there we go. We just need to hit this final guy a couple of times. If we hit him once, he'll turn blue. Right, this is the confusing thing with viruses. Hit him once, he'll turn blue. But the problem is... Oh no, he's attacking next. Excellent. If I can hit him on the attack here... Oh! Oh shit! If I counterattack them, they'd turn yellow and they'd all die. Now, unfortunately, if I do a successful counter-attack on this yellow, which I didn't do... Oh, here we go. And... Oh my god, I suck! Well, either way, we can now hit him. Yeah, the timing is quite tricksy. Oh shit, well, those 2 die anyway. And we'll never see what poison does. Damage every turn, because of course it is. It's a Nintendo game. What else did you think poison was going to do? And there's level up for Mario. Ooh, no BP for him either. Let's give him a bit of stash. Why not? Mix things up. So here, what can we do to flip the light? Well, first off, we can show a... Not with that attitude, we can show a rally block. We saw an example of these in the block lab, but this is how they go. It just gets slowly faster and faster. Fun fact about the rally block, once you finish with it, you can just use it again. So you can technically get unlimited coins that way, it's just mind-numbingly boring. Let's head south. And here we go, into the Room of Many Gates. That's what I called it in my notes. I don't know if it actually has a name, but there we go. So Mario has now actually been sealed into this room, so we have to switch... Y to switch Luigi, is it? Yeah, it's not select as it used to be. So with that, we can now get that block. In this experiment, you'll jump using the A and B buttons to score points by hitting moving blocks. Earn 30 points in 25 seconds or less to open the door to the next area. I don't think they made this one easier, unlike Hooros. This is a real challenge on the old brain, because you basically got to watch both screens, because blocks come in at different speeds. And it's stressful, but actually not that difficult. They're both going quite slowly. Obviously, you can press both at the same time to jump with both of them, but jumping with both of them isn't always a completely solid thing. So far, I've actually... There we go. 30 seconds with 30 points with 3 seconds to go. Not easy, but doable. And that opens a little mouse port there. It seems that using those things will cause the door to open. Such are the findings of our research. I'm going to leave Luigi right there and just proceed immediately on with Mario. Grab that walnut mushroom, and now we can get into the upper level of the room and start scuttling around up here. Start scuttling around up here like a little mouse, as I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted. There is a switch down there, which is what we need to do, but there's a secret little room if we go up here. Indeed, this room has 4 Hoo Beans in it in a very specific shape. And I believe up there, is this also Hoo Beans? I don't think this is also Hoo Beans. Ah, that's one of those music tapes. Cool, let's head over to where we need to be. So our real goal is in here. where we can open that way for green to be barrel man. Let's bring Luigi back over here and recompress Mario. And then there is a mole point. Definitely saw one somewhere when I was Mario. Yes, there's a mole point here. Chocolate beans everywhere. And then we can use this barrel, and then our final spot is to just hop up on this barrel and hammer that switch. That rotates the sunbeam, which lets it continue onwards until it gets stuck again and opens another door. And that spiky sniffet is fucking spiky sniffet, kill me. Laser sniffet is back despite us killing it earlier, so I will see you over at that next blockage. Oh, the Yo-Yo Bro is doing something unusual there. It spent its turn to give itself a boost to power. That is exactly what red peppers would do if we were to use them. But he's dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. With that done, I believe I saw, as ever, a Chuckle Bean point. But this new way that's opened up here is how we will get the thing moving once again. Here's a randomizer block. I'll make sure everyone's both set on jump. Because, yes, this you just have to look at it and see what it is. If you hit it, as you saw me there, with the wrong brother, then it doesn't do anything. Here, it's just happening to alternate. It shouldn't necessarily do that. It's just coin tosses every time. And after a certain amount of time, it runs out, and on we go. So, here we have one of these things. If we stand on this spot, we get shot. If you remember from Chuckle Hoods, we need a barrel for that. That block is fucked off. Reckon that's going to be important? Let's find out. We'll head over this way and kill this virus. And on we go. Let's hit the switch. And that drops a barrel there. Let's head back and have a look. So with the barrel, alas, doesn't hit that control panel. It means we need actually a second barrel. So let's go further into the barrel area. And down here, well, we've got some enemies to kill. And from under this area, we're not where I thought we were. Let's head back to the beginning of the barrel area, I guess, then. We can't get through there because there's a crane in the way. There we go, we have to high jump up here. And then we can spin over, there it is. We want to avoid falling into these little trappy areas. And then we can hit this, which opens a little mouse hole. Let's send Mario inside, and we get ourselves a little mouse maze. Can I remember the way through here? Absolutely not. It is fascinating to me which parts of this game are just like, ah yes, I remember exactly how this goes, and which parts are like, I've never seen this game before in my life. And it's always pretty random when we get to it, whether it's which it's going to be. Must be up this way. Yeah, there we go. When we get to the top, we can hit this. And that drops a second barrel there. Wonderful. We have both of the barrels we need. Let's head back outside the maze. And with that, we can head back to the barrels. So we want to leave that further one in position. And we hop into this one. And then wonderful. So that lifts the crane out of the way. What is it about this game and Luigi getting kidnapped by cranes? We can't go up that way without being able to high jump, so let's head along this way to where the crane has moved from. And oh, we'll kill this virus. Obviously we're in Mario mode, so it's a bit harder to fight, but viruses, fortunately, yes, we just fight that just by matching colours, and these ones are made a little easier by knowing that it is Mario mode. But that was extremely easy. All I had to do was counterattack there. Right, up here we can get a refreshing herbs, we can get a syrup, we can get something else, but I'll get to that in a second. It's heart genes. They're a Luigi item, so we'll see what that is when we get him back. He's up there and having a rough time. This is a particularly annoying minigame. You've got to go here and jump over all of these. If you just get hit by one, if it just touches you for any reason, basically if you try and jump it when you're on a corner, when you're on a slope even, you'll just go straight back to the beginning. But it's a nice little reference because this is obviously Donkey Kong, which is fun. It's Mario's very first outing. He gets taken away, but we can still release him.
Oh, mamma mia!
Oh, mamma mia. Wow.
And very fortunately, that hits the exact switch we were aiming for, continuing the light on its pathway. It's almost done. And as are we with this episode. Because it's probably been a long one, but fuck it, I know where I'm ending the episode.
Mario. Oh.
Right, with that, we're done with the barrel area, so we'll head back along to where the light has next stopped. So this final little bit is down here. So we've got a surprisingly high frame rate water supply.
Jump.
And remember, if we jump, we just spooge all the water out, but we actually want to use the hammer for this. We hit this little electric dude, we knock him into the pipe, which completes the circuit. And pushes that block to where we need it. This is a very simple little area, but it teaches us something which we're going to use a little more next episode. With that, the light goes through so close to the sun chamber. Oh, it's at the correct door. It's just not quite able to open it yet without us doing something which I showed you off earlier in the episode. Let's head up there. And the way through here we will show next episode. Thank you very much for watching. We have come here to Hooniversity and found a lot of our way through the first chunk of it. Next episode we'll be opening this door and seeing what lies beyond. I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.